Welcome to The Explainer. Look, we all know the 2026 financial reality is, well, it's pretty tough right now. Between sticky inflation and a softening job market, trying to save money can feel like you're literally running up a down escalator. But I've got some great news for you. We have a mathematically sound, step-by-step playbook to fix it. Today, we're going to completely demystify the process of building a $1,000 emergency fund, and we're going to do the whole shebang in just 30 days. Let's get into it. Answer this honestly in your head right now. Could you cover a $1,000 emergency today without borrowing money or swiping a credit card? If your answer is no, or if just thinking about it makes your chest tight, hey, take a deep breath. You are absolutely in the right place. And more importantly, you're not alone. Okay, let's dive into this data. According to a recent report, a staggering 57% of Americans would struggle to cover a $1,000 emergency expense. Over half! This proves that if you're feeling financially stressed, it's a system problem, not a personal failure. We're operating in an economic environment that makes saving incredibly difficult unless you have a highly specific strategy. And that is exactly the strategy we're going to build together today. To get to that finish line, here's our 30-day roadmap. First, the 2026 savings crisis. Second, the $1,000 foundation. Third, the daily $33. Fourth, cut, earn, and track. And finally, park and grow your cash. Starting off with Section 1, the 2026 savings crisis. As we navigate this year, consumer prices remain significantly higher than they were just a few years ago. Inflation is literally eating away at our purchasing power. To put this crisis into perspective, Bankrate's 2026 Emergency Savings Report found that 29% of Americans actually have more credit card debt right now than they do emergency savings. Having extra money in the bank isn't just a nice-to-have anymore, it's an absolute lifeline. So if you're starting from zero or even starting in the negative, do not panic. We are wiping the slate clean today and pivoting from the problem directly into the solution. Moving on to Section 2, the $1,000 foundation. In personal finance circles, this is widely known as the starter fund. If you're familiar with Dave Ramsey's The Total Money Makeover, this is his famous baby step 1. Now, this starter fund isn't meant to be a permanent 6-month safety net. It is a foundational cushion for everyday hiccups. You know, like when your car decides to invent a brand new rattling noise out of nowhere. And this brilliantly illustrates that while fixing the math is great, the psychological benefits are actually what change your life. Having just $1,000 sitting there reduces anxiety, it increases your resilience when life throws you a curveball, fosters empowerment, and really enhances your daily focus. Instead of spending your mental energy worrying about a potential flat tire, you get to focus on your actual life. You're buying back your peace of mind. That brings us to Section 3, the daily $33. $1,000 feels like a massive mountain, and if you just look at the top of a mountain, you might not even take the first step. But what if we chunk that massive, daunting goal down? Here is your magic number for the next 30 days, $33.34. That's it. Saving $1,000 in 30 days simply means finding exactly $33.34 per day. Suddenly, the impossible feels immediately possible, right? You don't have to find $1,000 today. You just have to find $33. And then tomorrow, you find another $33. Let's move to Section 4, cuts, earn, and track. So now that we have our daily target, how do we actually find it? Well, the fastest way is the no-spend day. This is a really powerful tactic highlighted by the Finney blog. A no-spend day is a 24-hour period where you spend zero money on non-essential discretionary items. Let's be clear here. Bills that autopay, totally fine. Planned groceries, also fine. That random 3 p.m. drive-through coffee, not today. Stopping all impulse buys for just one day creates immediate cash savings. If your typical daily discretionary spending is, say, $25, and you do a no-spend day, boom, you've just found $25 towards your $33 goal. You can also take specific actionable steps right now. Step 1, pack a lunch. Skipping a $10 lunch for 20 workdays saves you $200 right there. Step 2, pause a subscription. We all totally underestimate our subscriptions, right? Pausing just one streaming service or a gym membership for a single month can easily save you $30 to $50. Step 3, work a side hustle. If you can't cut enough to hit $33 a day, you can earn it. Now, what's really interesting about this is if you decide to turn to the gig economy, like DoorDash, to hit that daily goal, you've really got to know the real math. Most drivers see gross earnings of $15 to $25 an hour, but you must factor in expenses. You have to account for 15.3% self-employment taxes, gas, and vehicle wear and tear. According to Shift Tracker data for 2026, the actual net earnings are more like $12 to $18 an hour. It's still a fantastic way to hit your daily target. You just need to realize it might take 2 to 3 hours of driving a day, not 1. To guarantee success, let the 2026 tech stack do the heavy lifting for you. Apps like Moneybox automatically round up your card purchases and save the spare change. Plum uses algorithms to analyze your spending and moves what it thinks you can afford into a separate pot. Chip analyzes your spending to calculate automatic savings. The key here is to take the thinking and the manual willpower out of your daily savings habit. Set it and forget it. Which brings us to our final section, Section 5, Park and Grow Your Cash. Once you start accumulating this cash, if it just sits in your checking account, you are going to accidentally spend it. You need a smart, separate place to store it. Specifically, you need a high-yield savings account. Take a look at these current options. Varo Bank is offering up to 5.00% APY, which is over 12 times the national average. To get that top tier, you do need to meet requirements like $1,000 in monthly direct deposits and maintaining a positive balance. Alternatively, Vio Bank offers an excellent 4.03% APY on their online savings account with just a $100 minimum to open and absolutely no monthly fees. By parking your money in accounts like these, your starter fund actually works for you, growing quietly in the background. So the crucial point is that all of this comes down to one fundamental truth. Most people don't have a saving problem. They have a system problem. What we've built here today isn't just a way to scrape together $1,000. By breaking it into $33 chunks, tracking your spending, doing no spend days, and automating your deposits into a high-yield account, you're building a robust financial system. You are building the kind of financial discipline that's going to serve you for decades, long after these initial 30 days are over. You have the math, you have the tools, you have the system. Your 30 days starts right now. I want you to look at your life today and make a decision. What will be your first $33? Will you pack your lunch, pause the subscription, do an hour of DoorDash? Choose your action, take that first step, and go build your financial foundation. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.